No nap times, no tantrums, no figuring out what food my son can have on the road, probably just to refuse it for Cheerios. No worrying about bedtime, no being quiet once he's asleep, no worrying about how we can entertain him so we don't do too much screen time as we're driving in the car, making sure that he gets enough exercise, that we stop enough, that we find playgrounds along the way. I adore my son, of course. I love being a mom, and I miss him tremendously when we're away from him, but I need time away just to focus on doing what I enjoy without limitation, to connect with my husband without constant distraction. Taking time away strengthens our relationship with each other, with ourselves, with Jesus, which in turn makes us more patient, intentional, and loving parents. It's a win-win no matter how you slice it. And so prioritizing getting away with my spouse is super important, not just for a break, but also for our relationship. It's super easy to just get lost in the rhythm of everyday life and busyness and everything we have to do. And it's very tiring and it's very hard to stay connected when you're in that place. We have always loved adventuring together, taking trips, traveling has always been, I would say, the root system of our marriage and something that we love doing together. And so prioritizing taking these little 24-hour, 48-hour trips is really vital to the health of our marriage and staying connected. We want to continue to make memories, not just as a family, but just for ourselves, and that is huge for us. Pretty dang beautiful, if you ask me. We just stopped in Trinity Head. It's absolutely stunning. There's this huge mountain. This is the actual Trinity Head right above me, and it's this beautiful coastal town. It's so beautiful, just like the waves and the sand and the mountains around. It's so pretty. So we're just gonna walk around here for a little bit. It's on our way to the Redwoods. We've been driving through Redwoods, but the state park we're going to, it's on our way. So it's just, California is amazing. You get so many different elements of nature in California. You get ocean, mountains, lakes, rivers. It's just the best. We've had just the best time, just driving and talking and listening to podcasts. It's just been incredible. And I mean, you can't beat just this view. If this doesn't say road trip, I don't know what does. I haven't had a Lunchables in forever. Oh, there's a Capri Sun. Mario Kart Deluxe. You should.
Flavor of
you should have
victory.
That.
No, it doesn't actually say that.
You should have that.
That is great.
Yeah, it is so nice. It's like when I was journaling this morning at the campsite, I was just thinking, I was sitting there with my coffee and my journal and my Bible, and I was just like, I love my son to death, but just being able to sit with my coffee uninterrupted for as long as I want, not worrying about nap times, not worrying about like bedtime routine tonight, traveling with him in the car seat and entertaining him and getting him stuff on the road. And, it's just like, it's so nice. When you go on vacation with your children, it doesn't really fully feel like a vacation. It's still amazing, and I'm so grateful that we've gotten to travel with him, but it's very hard. It can be really stressful, and so having these, like, times that we're just by ourselves, as kind of hard as it is to, like, orchestrate it and, like, plan it, it's really difficult to, like, actually let him go off. You feel so much guilt. How's it taste? Is it good?
Tastes like Mario Kart Deluxe 8.
Tastes like childhood, probably.
I was roaring waters, man, myself.
But when I would say, like, every time we've had, like, a little trip, just us two, it's so hard to just initially give him away to someone else to watch, and you feel guilty. And then you're about 1 hour in, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so much freedom. Like, I can actually relax and rest.
I think that this is always so great when we do this, and I think it should be a, like, minimum 2 times a year you get away for 24 hours. 48 hours I think is actually ideal.
Yeah.
I said to Hannah, it's weird that we're on this trip and we will be talking about this drive for the rest of our lives, just because it's so special right now. And I mean, it feels that way.
Just getting to talk in the car, just literally taking a car ride and talking and having conversation without it being interrupted. Yeah, and then we come back from it feeling like better versions of ourselves, closer to God, and closer as a couple, and then better parents. We're always better parents after.
Yeah.
So this is your sign, if you're a parent, to do what it takes to get away for 24 hours or 2 days and just have some time, have some rest. Let's go to the Redwoods.
I'm
excited. We are in the Redwood Forest in California, in a state park, very far away from home. And just the value of being off the grid. Like, there's no phone service in this campsite. No one can get a hold of me. Just getting away and being outside is it's just the best thing ever. And I was kind of raised being outside for a lot of the time. We grew up out here in the summers, and just being able to get outside of the bubble of where I lived with all my community that I love, all of my normal routines, all of my normal things, and just getting outside of that for a minute, discovering a new place, exploring a new place, and specifically in a place where there's not a lot of people, where it's mostly just nature and my spouse. And I love exploring like city and doing things with other people. I mean, you guys, if you watch my videos, you see that, you know, we go to festivals, we go to all kinds of things all the time, but there's not a lot of things that compare to what we're doing right now, which is just this. It's the most valuable thing. And then you walk away feeling like so centered. My husband and I both have experienced this sense of like emotions bubbling up that we didn't realize were there. And I kind of talked about this in my last video about Sabbath and how when we stop and we rest and we kind of turn off distractions, how kind of emotions can bubble up to the surface that we didn't realize were there. But it's such a valuable and good thing because emotions don't just go away with busyness. They don't just disappear. They're pushed down and they're muted, but they always will find a way of coming up. And so if they come up in a safe environment where we're able to process it together and just feel our emotions, it's so healthy and so good. I just love getting outside of my bubble at home, and I love my people, I love my life, but sometimes you can lose yourself in all of that. You can lose yourself in your community that you're in. Even if you love your community, getting outside of that bubble, getting in nature, spending time with God, spending time alone, it really makes me remember who I am. I'm very thankful this morning that we got this time, this gift. I'm so thankful. And I'm just going to sit here and listen to the birds and journal and read my Bible and pray and drink my coffee, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be really fun. I want to go on a hike in the Redwoods. We didn't get to do that yesterday, but doing that like polar plunge in that water was so fun. It was freezing, but it was really, really fun and so beautiful. The water was crystal clear. You could see your feet all the way at the bottom. I mean, crystal clear because it's snow melt. So it's freezing, but it's super clear and fresh. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. So, and I'm just so thankful that we got this time. So I'm going to sit here with the birds.